to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who is currently taking a bath in a tub of mercury. It's David Cross.
Oh, it feels so good.
Now, I hate saying this because we all know you're not. I mean, you're partly evil. So this mercury bath is just to kind of keep your evil at bay, right? You have to take a daily evil bath.
Yes. It also partially drives me crazy. So not only will I be evil, I will be crazy evil or chaotic evil.
Oh my gosh. What's better, chaotic evil or crazy evil?
Oh, that's, I would say they're both probably the sort of the same thing. I guess the real question is it like evil or chaotic evil? I feel like chaotic evil is worse because you do not know how to counter it. It's like Heath Ledger's Joker. You don't know what he's going to do because he doesn't really have a plan, except he might have a plan. You don't know.
Yeah. He could have the most intricate plan ever, or, maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? That's the scary part about it. You don't know how to counter it. With like go ahead.
Oh, no, except for that giant cash pile he built because he needed a lot of henchmen in math for that one.
That's true. He did. He needed to be like, this is what I stand for. Nothing. I stand for burning money. I don't need money.
That's right. Incredibly detailed pyramids of burning cash. Well, no one saw that coming. So he organized it, but then no one thought he would burn it.
That's very true. You're one of the very few experts on that scene in the world, Mark.
I'm at the forefront of the Joker's cash burning, I would say.
I would completely agree with that.
Well, I gotta say, man, the acoustics are great. I hope the mercury bath is good. I hope you don't go too crazy during this episode. I don't know if you remember the Ravenous episode we did. You, in that mercury bath, you went a little nuts, but that's one of our more popular episodes. So maybe I do want you to go a little crazy in there.
I'll do my best. Just know that if I go like really, really crazy, you have carte blanche to just deal with me. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to burn cash. You can figure it out. Get some mummy or vampire hunters to come get me.
Well, my problem is I got to keep injecting myself with this liquid, a very intricate liquid system that I keep losing and not setting it up on time. So I might not be reliable.
Is that the most unrealistic part of this movie?
I would say
Probably. So. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 100%. That's not a joke.
I just want to say thank you for taking your time away from the Award Wieners Movie Review podcast to join me on this episode to continue our universal quest of remakes, man.
Thank you. I'm excited.
And so we've covered The Mummy, the 1999 Mummy with Brendan Fraser, which is a very popular episode, by the way. People adore that movie. It's like, I think to me, The Mummy's kind of like a Total Recall where they're good and people love them. And they're kind of cult classics because people feel like they're underappreciated. They're like a 4-quadrant of everybody loving them.
Oh, yeah. When I pitched that and you were all on it, I was extremely excited because I watch The Mummy at least once a year.
It's so good. And then so we covered that, and then we went and we talked about The Wolfman, which was released in 2010, directed by Joe Johnston. I mean, we're talking sumptuous, beautiful-looking film that went through a lot of reshoots, but we still had a great time with this. And now we're on to the 2017 film The Mummy, directed by Alex Kurtzman, starring Tom Cruise, written by David Koepp, Christopher McQuarrie, Dylan Kussman, who got a credit later on. There's 3 editors in this movie. There's 2 production designers. I mean, this is a big movie, man. $125 million budget. Some say it ballooned up to 190. It made $409 million worldwide, but it only made 80 in the United States.
Yeah. I would add the caveat that this is Tom Cruise's The Mummy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. And so you're watching this movie, and I got to tell you, it's 150 minutes long. However, it's basically 100 minutes because the end credits are 10. So it's a breezy flick that literally never stops. There's a couple moments that maybe slow it down, but this is a movie that just goes. And I know it didn't do too well in the theaters. It only has a 16% tomato meter rating, but I think this is going to be a good FX TNT movie for years to come.
Yeah, so I had seen this movie near when it came out, and then I rewatched this, and I realized that I couldn't remember anything of what happened because it's almost all action.
Yeah, I wrote down some notes here, and it's kind of, this movie sort of covers the greatest hits of Tom Cruise, if you think about it. So you have, let's see, where's all my notes at? I have so many notes. I have like 6 pages of notes here. But Okay, where's it at? Oh, so they have the opening gunfight where they're being chased and there's explosions. And then there is a plane crash. Then there is, let's see, the plane crashes. That's a big action scene. And then there's an action scene where they go to the cathedral to deal with them. Then you have a car chase. Then you have a fight scene with Russell Crowe. And then you have another scene. And then you have a moment of running from sand. And then you have a zombie chase, then you have zombie fights, then you have a mummy fight, and then you have an underwater scene. So this is just set piece after set piece after set piece.
I would say the only thing this movie is missing to make the full Tom Cruise is a motorcycle scene.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah,
That's it. That's it. It's literally the only thing.
I mean, it covers, I gotta say, though, all jokes aside, Annabelle Wallis is Jenny. You hear that name many times in this movie. She's an amazing runner.
Yes, you have to be in every Tom Cruise movie.
So I'm watching this. So back in 2018, I broke down how fast or how far Tom Cruise ran in every film to see see how much, like, what movies do better. And actually the movies where he runs more do better. And this movie's part of that category, and it really brought it down the scores because it would have been astronomical with the ones where he runs over 1,000 feet. However, I was watching Annabelle in this, and in the commentary I listened to, it's a lively commentary with the director Alex Kurtzman, and there's also Sofia Boutella, Jake Johnson, and Annabelle Wallis is in there. And she said that she would run faster than Tom Cruise sometimes, and he would get jealous.
He's like a 54-year-old man.
Yeah, and she would, I mean, but he's a 54-year-old man, but he's not a 54-year-old man.
Yeah, he is jacked. Let's not forget that he is jacked and he is a legit athlete.
And so they're booking it in this, but I kind of loved watching her run. I got tired. And the behind-the-scenes footage, they filmed on a Sunday down in downtown London, so it's easier to control. They filmed in some beautiful locations, by the way. And the set deck, they built massive sets for this film. Gigantic movie. But she's booking it. I got tired watching it. That's how good her running is. But yeah, no, it was impressive, man. I like the physicality of her in this role.
Yeah, we were joking online yesterday about what Tom Cruise looks for in a co-star. And I made the offhand remark that he wants to know your 40-yard dash. Mm-hmm. But the more I think about it it's true. Yeah. He does want to know your 40-yard dash. He wants to know your mile.
And I love that about him, though. And I love how Simon Pegg started acting with him, and then Simon Pegg got ripped. Jake Johnson was coming off a New Girl, then Jake Johnson gets ripped. And I also like that he brings in, like, real physical actors. Maggie Q, Paula Patton, Rebecca Ferguson, Annabelle Wallis. I dig that about him. I think he likes showing off his co-stars in these movies. If you think about his best films, like Jerry Maguire, you have Renee Zellweger. In Top Gun, you have Iceman and Goose. I think he wants his co-stars to shine. I don't know if you get that vibe.
I do. I absolutely do. It's interesting that I guess Jerry Maguire, there is athletes in that film. You're absolutely right about that. I don't know why.
Yep. Cuba Gooding Jr. won an Oscar.
So I want to do this thing. Usually when I'm on your podcast, I do this. Is I want to talk about our 5 favorite moments of this film. Right. Did you write yours down?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Do you want me to? I'll do my top 5, then you do your top 5.
We can do that, or we can go back and forth.
Yeah, let's go back and forth. I think my 5th favorite is in the beginning when it's Jake Johnson and Tom Cruise. I love I think this is a really good plot in this because they're these guys that do long range reconnaissance, but they just do long range reconnaissance to steal stuff. And that makes me really happy. But in the beginning, when they're ahead of everybody and they go into this town and they're like, oh, we'll be fine. It'll be perfect. And then you just see them getting shot at. I just think that's a really funny, I like the edit right there. And it's just weird watching Jake Johnson, who I love in Safety Not Guaranteed, New Girl. I actually really like him in, No Strings Attached. He's funny in that. But yeah, so I dig that. And I don't know, it just made me happy, that opening scene where they're getting shot at, because we had just started it. And it kind of felt that I was really hoping for a lot more humor that was like in that scene. But I really liked just the fact, oh, we'll be fine. Then they get shot at. It's a different type of Tom Cruise character, and I enjoyed that setup.
Yeah, it's almost an Indiana Jones-esque character. Like, he's completely in over his head at all times. My number 5 is a very small moment, but I adore it. And that's the use of blow darts. Yes. Or blow guns. At the very beginning, they just blow dart. Oh my God, I almost forgot her name for a moment. Amonhet.
Yep, that's it.
Amonette.
Amonette.
Yeah. I love a good below dart scene, and there's not enough of them.
It's a perfectly timed blow dart shot, too. She's about to sacrifice her lover so that he can be, infested with the god Set, and then the two of them can have control over life and death. And perfectly timed blow dart.
Yeah. I don't quite understand how it works, because she can't really be hurt, I feel like, but somehow they're magical blow darts.
I mean, wait, and they blow dart Tom Cruise later, too, after he's been cursed.
That's true.
Or not blow dart, they just gun dart him.
They just gun dart him. Blow darts. I like blow darts better than gun darts. Let's be honest. But I'll accept the gun dart.
I think it's definitely the best blow dart since. So a lot of people give Indiana Jones in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull a lot of crap, but there's some great blow dart bits in it.
Oh, the reverse blow dart?
Yes.
That's the best part of the entire movie.
Oh, that's
Are you kidding me?
Beautiful blow dart scene. So no, I love it. I love that blow dart scene. I dug it.
All right.
So my fourth one is I'm working my way down. There's a scene where Sofia Boutella is trapped inside of Henry Jekyll's lab, and she's tied up, and she pleads her case to Tom Cruise about joining me. And for one second, I just kind of went, yeah, just do it. Just join her. Why not? Who cares? Because I felt bad for her character. In the beginning, she's this leader, and then her dad sees this lady, he gets her pregnant, then she basically has no power anymore. Who knows if she'll even be kept alive. She wants revenge. She's like, it's a man's world. I'm going to go take it on my own. I don't care if I become evil. So I liked her pick.
I also had that same thought, Mark. I had this feeling that when she said specifically it was a different time, and I was like, oh, you're so right. Yeah. You could be such a deep character. And Tom Cruise was like, nah, never mind. She's evil.
I mean, it was a different time, and who knows if she would have been kept alive because, having that son. I mean, she was already a full-blown adult by the time that son was born. She thought she was going to lead, and she was already ruthless and cunning. So, her character in this never felt to me like too much of a antagonist. I always sort of felt bad for her.
Yeah, she feels like the lieutenant to the bad character. You know what I mean? She's not the final boss. She's the second to last boss.
And I just felt bad. I just thought, geez Louise, she got a bad card. Yeah, sure, she killed a child and a woman and her dad. But it was different times, so it makes sense to me. But I'm telling you, I love it when I can actually have some semblance of feelings for the villain, and I did at that point. So that's mine.
So my number 4 is related to your number 5, and that's when Nick and Chris are on top of the roof during the beginning scene. Yes. And Tom Cruise is like, we're going to die.
Let me think.
We're going to die. Yeah, to mention your point about the comedy, there were some really good cuts and some funny moments in this flick. The scene where they are just getting shot up, like you mentioned, it's great. I do kind of like the concept of Tom Cruise just being constantly in over his head. It does feel a little bit like Ethan Hawke-esque.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Hunt. Yeah, maybe Ethan Hunt.
Ethan Hunt. You're absolutely right. Not the guy from The Purge.
my brain started scrambling, like from Boyhood or Before Sunset. What is First Reformed? What's going on here?
But what I was getting at is like in the Mission Impossible movies, Ethan is just constantly haggard, especially in 4, 5, and 6. He's just like, what am I really? I got to do this, and that's what it felt like in this movie.
Oh yeah, I loved it. And that leads me into 3 in the walking tall moment. I don't know if you're
walking tall.
So there's a scene where their van is flipped and Sofia Boutella is walking up to them and he grabs this big stick and it's a walking tall-esque moment, a kind of a homage to that. Annabelle Wallis is in there. Jenny, you hear her name about 7,000 times in this movie, by the way. Jenny. She's like, kick her ass, guy, go get him, Tom, go get him. What's his name in this? Nick?
Nick.
Yeah, Nick Morton. Kick her ass, Nick. And he walks up to her, tries to hit her with this big piece of wood. She snaps it in half and uppercuts him 30 feet in the air. And then
it's such a good scene.
And then there's Jenny in the truck just reacting to all of it, going, ooh, oh man. And that's another instance of just taking all the wind out of Tom Cruise's sails. He just gets that thing rocked and gets uppercutted. And That's the humor I wanted more of in this movie. But that's my number 3 because I just thought that was so funny.
Yeah, it's great. So my number 3 is Amanette's makeup.
Oh yeah.
Just straight up, I love the design, the double irises, everything about it. I think it looks really, really good. I think she actually has a very strong performance, despite what the Razzies say. Screw the Razzies. I think she did a great job in this. It's a physical role, and she's a very physical actor.
I mean, listen, I think people hated this movie before it came out.
100%. 100%.
I mean, all these articles, so I have a bunch of articles we can get to later on after our top 5, but people really wanted to hate this movie before it was released. This talks about the budget, Tom Cruise being in there, like he got an award for starring with Annabelle, is like he's too old for her, yada yada yada. This is a Tom Cruise movie. It's still fun. It's people just hated it, and I think Sofia's good. This is not a Razzie worthy performance.
Absolutely not. She is a good actress, and I've seen, I think, most of the film she's been in. I like her.
Climax, she's a badass in. I love that movie Climax. That movie is so badass. Kingsman, she's good. Hotel Artemis, I dig her. I like having her around.
Yeah. What's interesting, you've talked to me a lot about Climax, and I feel like that's one of the few occasions you and I disagree, because I am never going to watch Climax again, ever. I respect it, but it's such a cruel movie. It's so mean to its characters.
It's insanely mean. It's just, so I showed it to my students, and they loved it, but they all got exhausted by it. But no, you're right. I mean, it's a straight up beat you on the head movie. And it's a little pointless too, if you think about it. It's just watching. What I like is in the beginning, you have this incredibly organized, beautifully choreographed dance between these people who are perfectly in sync. And then it just all goes to hell in a handbasket. Oh my gosh. Oh, it goes so bad.
Let me rephrase that. I'll watch the first 40 minutes and then turn it off because that dance scene is gorgeous. That's the entire reason I went to see it in the theater. I remember sitting down and I got through that part, and then I was like, you know what? This is bad. This is like Hereditary, which is another movie that I'm just not able to watch again. Not because I don't dislike it, but because it gives me nightmares. It's a movie that's just in my head forever, but I'm never going to watch it again.
No, I get it. It's not something you just put on a Sunday afternoon wanting to relax. And you can't really recommend, it's hard to recommend Climax to people who aren't hardcore cinephiles, who don't know about Gaspar Noé, who don't know about Lars von Trier. You can't just throw a movie like Climax out there to people.
You can try.
Yeah.
Imagine going on a date night to that movie.
Oh, brother. Last date. First date, last date. Or it could be a first date marriage because you both loved it.
I hope, but I doubt it.
I mean, Megan and I watched Drag Me to Hell and Man on Wire on our second date, and she loved both of them, and we got married.
A double movie date?
Yeah.
I mean, that is impressive, Mark. Very impressive.
She knew, because we were friends for a while before we started dating, so she knew I was a movie nerd completely, so she accepted it. It was good. Wait, am I on number 2?
So I did number 3, so you're number 2.
All right, so I like this idea of the mummy turning all the glass in London into sand. I know it's far-fetched. When I see it on screen, it makes sense to me. For me to really invest myself in a movie, you can go very, very, very silly. But if I can go, all right, I get it. I get it. I'm with it. Then I'm totally on board with the ride. So for me, I thought it was funny, the sand, that all the glass becomes sand. I dug it. I liked it. It's an interesting idea. So I'm going to put that number 2.
It's good. Okay. My number 2 is the airplane scene.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's probably the peak of the film for me. I love a good airplane scene. And what I also love is that they nicknamed the airplane the Vomit Comet. So that's another great little bit of trivia.
And they went up there. They would do it 6 times a day for 30 seconds and just float around to make it look great.
Yeah. That's the thing about Tom Cruise. He 100% commits.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I love about him as an actor. He commits. And there's very few actors who also do that. You know, I think of Jason Statham.
Yep.
Jason Statham, when he does a stunt, he commits. Or when Jackie Chan, younger Jackie Chan, he commits. And Tom Cruise is an actor who commits.
I was listening to the commentary on the movie Spy that Jason Statham's in. I love that movie. And the stunt coordinator, J.J. Perry, fight choreographer, he said that Jason Statham is... So he's like, J.J. Perry worked with Gina Carano on Haywire, but she was an athlete beforehand. I know Statham was too, but he said Statham was one of the quickest men to ever pick up stunts he's ever met in his life. And this is a guy that's the biggest in the business. And he did all the stuff for Bloodshot, too. And he said that Statham is unbelievable with his stunts. And that made me really happy.
Yeah, I can 100% see that. I mean, think about, what is it, the transporter? Or all those kicks?
Oh, yeah. Kicking the door down.
Yeah.
That scene where he knocks the door, rings the doorbell, then kicks the door in. That movie, that got me in the seat. That's one of the best trailer moments I can think of right there.
It's
I
so
love
good.
that. All right, so my number one are the zombie Templar Knights.
Ooh.
Because, all right, I love Kingdom of Heaven. I love these weird Templars who went all over the world and just robbed the shit out of everything and killed a ton of people. And then turned them into skull zombie Templar Knights. I just love that idea, man. I think it's fun. I like the idea of that. That makes me happy. So
It's a good set piece.
Yeah, I mean, listen, in water, swimming, I just like zombies. I like Templar Knights. I like zombie knights. That makes me happy.
One of the things I kept thinking about when I saw the Templars was, what did they think when they found this dagger that clearly has magical powers? Were they like, oh no, our god's not real? Or were they like, oh no, what's happening?
I got a big question for you on that, because in this, I hope this isn't your number one. In this movie, there's an Easter egg. Is that your number one?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I didn't want to put that one in.
So they see the Book of the Dead from The Mummy, which, okay, so the world has had to have, the world has to know about that attack. I mean, I guess it was before the internet, so it could be hidden. I don't know. All right, so these Templars learn, welcome to a world of gods and monsters. There's gods, there's old gods, there's new gods, right? This is the American gods now, with all these gods, would you say?
Yeah, that's an interesting interpretation.
So these Templars, you're right, they're going, holy crap, this is, uh-oh. What? Well, so they're like, we're right, but we're also wrong because there's so many of them now.
Yeah. I was also confused at how they ended up in Mesopotamia. It's just very confusing how the dagger got into their hands, and I just sort of waved it away. I was like, you know what? I don't care how they got it. They got it. Ignore everything else. Because in reality, like, that means that the dagger would have been taken to Jerusalem, and they got it in Jerusalem. But whatever.
I gotta tell you, why do they keep doing intricate tombs for evil creatures? They build these massive structures, and it always, in this movie, they go, this is not a tomb, this is a prison. And then they just take the thing out. Why don't they just take a super evil creature, go into the sand on a secret mission, and bury it 30 feet under, I don't know, the sand, and just tie the living crap out of it? And, like it just seems, you're asking for people to take this creature out when everything's so ornate. And it's built. Like, there's gonna be a record of these things. They're gigantic. If that head hadn't have been there, if they just would have buried her deep into the earth, they never would have seen that thing.
Yeah. My tip, if you're going to get rid of a mummy today, in today's society, you put them into a barrel with some cement and you drop them into the middle of the ocean. You're done.
Exactly. Just put it in put it in the Mariana Trench. Hire James Cameron to take a submarine and to the bottom of the trench, and then wedge it in a little corner and hope a megalodon doesn't get it.
Yeah, that's a really great point. I kind of had that same thought, but I dismissed it. I was like, whatever. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It's 100% true.
Because you and I, David, we're long-range reconnaissance jerks. We're thieves. So we basically get people killed because we're not doing our job. We could lead people into ambushes because we're disobeying. We see a gigantic head in the sand. We're going back for it. But if
100%.
But if we just see, oh, well, there's a hole in the ground, we're not going to care too much about it. So, the one, if I had to hide evil beings, I would build massive structures that were insanely intricate, like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And I would have people dealing with that for millennia, but I would just bury the coffin a mile to the left.
That's so good. That's so good.
It's just people hunting it down, trying their best, dealing with, I don't know, dragons and giant snakes and hydras. And then over to the left, just that. I'd put like a McDonald's over it.
Would it be funny if you get there and there's like a fake note saying, I already have it or something?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I would put about 40 of them do the poison thing from Indiana Jones. And I would make the super, like, when she grabs the wooden cup, I would be like, oh, they're going to go for that. So I'll poison it.
You just don't even put it there, but poison everything.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Fooled you.
Fooled you, yeah. Okay.
So that's what I would do. That'd be my plan.
All right. So my number one, Mark, this is one of my favorite parts of this entire film, obviously, is what I call the Nick Smackdown.
Oh.
He is just slapped, smacked, tossed, and beaten by Amanette constantly. I absolutely love it.
She chucks. So one of my biggest annoyances is when villains just throw people as opposed to snapping their necks or biting their throats in half. But this one makes sense because she doesn't want to kill him and she just throws him. And the falls are brutal. Some of the visual effects and his landings, it's great. I love it.
Yeah. And he just gets right back up and keeps calm cruising.
Yeah, and he just keeps. So okay, so once he became cursed, when he freed her from a obvious prison cell, he was cursed, and now he's basically he's unbreakable now. He's Bruce Willis. Like, we see him surviving that plane crash. He's completely naked, not a mark on him. So he's just immortal now?
That's a great question that I don't have the answer for, and I was searching online to come up with some concept. So in my headcanon, I think that he is significantly more durable than a regular human, but still killable. And I think that because her choice for an original host was killed at some point. So he's just very tough, but not immortal.
I think that's one of the more intriguing heroes, where what I would love, that's why I like David Dunn from Unbreakable, where you can't be stabbed, you can't be shot. Someone could put a grenade in your mouth, you're fine. Shoot you in the eye, you're good. Ant-Man could, well, they said Ant-Man go up Thanos' butt, and kill him, kill him. That could happen, you survive. That's a really weird thing to bring up, but that's an actual theory, David, so I'm talking about that. But you don't have any super strength. You're just a regular person, but you're indestructible. That to me seems like the coolest hero.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a little bit like Bloodshot, except I guess Bloodshot's stronger.
Oh man, I love that movie. Good.
But that's what I had in my head, but they never really explained it. They just said he survived the plane crash, and they never explained how. They said he's cursed, but what does that curse do? Does it give him extra powers? But since he survived the plane crash, it's clear that he has extra durability, is what I thought of.
I love that SmackDown too. It's fun because he really gets dropped, and it's another instance of him just getting whooped. I don't know, I like it. And can we talk about something real quick about? So the opening weekend this movie came out, it made $32 million domestically, which is a tiny amount. Let's get real, it's a tiny amount. I mean, Wolfman made more, The Mummy made more, not a big amount. But everybody started blaming Tom Cruise for it. Now, I know, like, Tom Cruise has said, I don't just make a movie, I give it everything I have, and I expect it from everyone also. And the art director, Frank Walsh, said, this is like a movie, this is very much a film of two halves, before Tom and after Tom. And he wrote, I've heard the stories about how he drives everything and pushes, but it was amazing to work with him. The guy is a great filmmaker and he knows his craft. He will walk onto a set and tell the director what to do, say that's not the right lens, ask about the sets, and as long as you don't fluff what you're saying to him, he's easy to work for. So this is what we've learned about Tom Cruise through the history of his films. This guy is a perfectionist, and that's why he's had the career. I do think that bringing on Alex Kurtzman, who has been writing forever, he wrote the Transformers movies, but this is his second movie to direct. And I think he had a young director, a lot of script changes. I know it became the Tom Cruise movie, but he also put everything into it. So I'm not going to blame Tom Cruise for this, because he does that on every movie he makes. So it just seemed like people had their guns out for him in 2017 for this particular thing, but I don't think it's his fault, because he's always been on set. I mean, Kurtzman admitted that there'd be on times where Tom would know more than he did, and Tom would take the reins on the stunts because he's done them all. So I don't know. Do you think that's fair from all these people saying that?
I don't, and that's actually a question I had to ask you, so I'm glad you brought it up. I think this is a Tom Cruise movie. If you have Tom Cruise in a movie, this is what you get. Now, I would quibble with the casting of Tom Cruise. Maybe you shouldn't have a 54-year-old play the lead in a Mummy movie, but if you hire Tom Cruise, you get an action movie, and that's what we have. And I'm not upset about that at all.
No, it's it just blows my mind that people are treating this like it's something new. And that's when I know that people have their knives out and they're being lazy and reactive. When everybody like, dude, Tom Cruise gets an idea in his head, they go and do it because he's been in the industry that long and he has a proven track record. And it just, I don't like reading the articles about this really going at him for micromanaging. He's done it on every movie. Like so let's say Avatar 2 only brings in $2 billion. People are going to be like, oh, it's because James Cameron micromanaged it. Like he's been micromanaging forever. It's, it's not, it's just annoying. And it reeks of lazy reporting. Now, you're a movie critic, David, and you write for the Santa Monica Metro Nation Review, and you're the critic. I don't know why I came up with that thing. But you write a review for this movie. Where would you place it on the A to F score?
Oh, this is like a low B for me.
Yeah.
It's not an A and it's not a B plus, and it could get into the B area, but I think it's a low B. Yeah. How about you?
B minus.
Yeah. See, we're basically on the same page. Like, I don't think this deserves all the hate it got. And I would also point to, remember what was happening in 2017 when this came out. This went up against Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman was a box office phenomenon. It crushed anything and everything in its path. Like, of course it's not going to be of course, in hindsight, it didn't do great.
Yeah, I mean, that movie, that was a legit phenomenon. I remember seeing that in the theater and just hearing everybody cheering. So just watching, it looked like in Wonder Woman that there weren't a lot of, so you go to Star Wars, Marvel movie, the opening weekend, you can tell some of the fans. But in this Wonder Woman, it didn't look like the typical comic book movie crowd. And they were eating up every second of it. And I was so happy because I love that movie. And I knew it would be big. I guess with this Mummy movie, yeah, it's just weird, man. I don't know. Okay, it made $400 million worldwide, but I can see why this movie didn't hit big in the States. When I saw the trailers, I kind of thought, what's happening here? The trailers didn't really speak to me. I don't know. It's a weird one. Sorry I'm mumbling here. I just have a hard time putting my finger on this movie.
I get it. It does have a weird tone. It's an action movie with a horror vibe. It should probably be a horror movie with an action vibe. They didn't figure that out. But I wanted to touch on something else that I think is important to contextualize why people think this movie bombed, or I guess did bomb, because it didn't make its money back, is that I think we were undergoing, as a society, universe fatigue. So remember, Justice League and these other movies are coming out and they weren't doing very good, and they were trying to get the dark universe out, and everyone's like, why does we need all these intertwined universes? Why can't anything stand on its own? And so I feel like this movie got a little bit of blowback because people are just like, we don't need a bunch of monster movies that are interconnected that are more superhero movies.
Yeah, I remember the photo shoot with what? Johnny Depp, Tom Cruise, Sofia Boutella. There was the guy from
Javier
Bardem. And this is when Johnny Depp was not popular. There was the accusations. There was the firing from the Pirates movies. He was not public. He was public enemy number. Like, people were not a fan of his at the time. So like, great, another $100 million Johnny Depp movie. We have this movie. You're right, Justice League. So yeah, I mean, I think you nailed it. Audiences. That was the year. Was that also the year of Thor Ragnarok, 2017?
I do not know. I think maybe.
I mean, you have those movies. Let me look this up real quick. So let's say you have Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, 2017. You have Thor Ragnarok, Wonder Woman. Two movies that I think did wonderful things for the comic book genre. But then you have another Tom Cruise vehicle where you have a rakish man, younger lead. He's super ripped. He's hurt when she said it only lasted 15 seconds, their rendezvous in Baghdad. And so I maybe it just felt a little old school for people who were wanting something more like Wonder Woman or Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can't really fault the visual designs of this movie. I think there's a lot of really cool things happening. It's more that it just felt a little dated even when it came out. And if you go into it knowing you're seeing a movie that's more akin to, I would say, 2010, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I do love the product. They built some gigantic sets for this movie. And I loved hearing the commentary with the leads and the director, because I know there's a lot of CGI or VFX augmentation in it, but I love the gigantic sets. You rarely see those too much anymore. So I think they went into this with all the right intentions. It just was the wrong time with the fatigue and the kind of critic piling. I would say.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Mark, would you be excited for a dark universe?
No, I'd be excited. I'm more excited now for the Lee Wanell, Karen Kusama, the low budget. I'm very excited to see what she does with Dracula. I'm very excited to see what Ryan Gosling does with the Wolfman. I like a $20 million dark universe, a budgeted universe.
Interesting. I'm a monster fan. That's why we're doing this. I would absolutely love a dark universe with all these characters interacting. I don't think they always make sense, but I think from a critical perspective, the lower budget Blumhouse Universal pairings are going to work better. I think you mentioned a couple, but there's also Paul Feig, Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah.
There's a musical one coming out. I think it's called Monster Mash. Like, there is a lot coming down the pike, and I am stoked for it. And we probably have like 3 years worth of films that we're going to be able to cover, Mark.
I love that idea too. And I kind of like the new area that they're tackling. I mean, look at Invisible Man. Look at what Lee Wanell was able to do with $7 million. That tiny $7 million movie was a massive hit. And I think it's going to have a lot of studios reconsidering, which may be bad, gigantic blockbusters, but I think movies that are that small foster a lot of creativity. So I like that. I like, if you make these giant monster movies with $150 million budgets, they're more safe. But if you make 10 monster movies with a $10 million budget each, you can make them funkier. And that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I want some funkier movies.
And you only need one to hit.
Yeah, exactly. You need one to hit and your budget's fine. That's what Blumhouse does. So that's what I'm kind of looking forward to. Some newer stories. And I'm not saying I wouldn't love a shared universe further down the line. I know David Koepp is still talking about his Bride of Frankenstein movie. Just, you know what? Make them all. I'd watch monster movies all day. But I just like the new stories. The new stories for me are pretty cool.
Okay. So I guess one of the things I wanted to talk about was really related to the current dark universe. And the dark universe right now consists of what? 2 movies?
Mm-hmm.
It's Dracula Untold and then The Mummy. Have you seen Dracula Untold yet?
I have not. Is it worth watching?
I like that movie. I think it's better than this one.
Oh, should we talk about that on the podcast? I've never watched it. Oh,
we are going to talk about it.
Okay.
Because that's the next remake.
Oh, perfect. I've been dying to watch it, and I still haven't.
So what I want to, this might not be, this question might not be pertinent because you haven't seen it then, but I wanted to know who would win in a fight. Would it be Dracula or the Mummy? And I honestly cannot tell you because they sort of have similar powers a little bit. It's like the Mummy's like, I got some rats. And Dracula's like, well, I got some bats. Let's have a rat-bat fight and see what happens.
Oh, that'd be great. There's 2 armies running at each other.
Got they're not zombies. I guess they're called liches, maybe. Liches versus baby vampires.
Oh my gosh. Let's do it. All right, so that's another movie, Dracula Untold, that everyone disliked before it came out too.
Yeah, it got retrofitted into the dark universe because they put it on a post-credit scene.
Oh, really? I think that news got out, then everyone just hated it.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. I'm telling you, it's not amaterial, but I, as a monster fan, dig it, and I like what they're doing, and I like the actor in it.
Yeah, that dude's cool. Luke Evans?
Yeah, he's part of the Fast Five family, man.
Yeah, he is. Owen Shaw. And then you get the other guy who's from Need for Speed. Oh, what's his name? The villain in Dracula Untold. He's also in Preacher. Oh,
I can't tell you his name. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of him.
I'm excited. Dracula Untold. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have. Oh, go for it. Sorry.
I had one other question with this like grouping of questions. So we've covered the old Mummy, we've covered the new Mummy. Let's do a Mummy discussion. Okay. Who do you think is a better Mummy? However you want us to decide, better is. Is it Amenet or Imhotep?
That's really tough because I think they both do a lot with relatively little.
Mm-hmm.
I like, man, wow. Okay. I think I wrote about this for Cracked, and there's a scene in the second Mummy where, Oded Fehr, right? He's the Mummy?
Yes.
He does a really beautiful job acting. He shows this anguish. But in the first one, he's more of just, he doesn't really have much to his character in the first one. So I'd give it to Sofia Boutella. in The Mummy. I know that people are going to hate that. I love the look of him in The Mummy, but I liked her scenes. I thought he was given more, and he's great. She was giving less, and she did a good job, and it's her her performance is underappreciated. So I'm going to give her some love, and I'm going to say Sofia.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Imhotep. I love him in the first 2 Mummy movies. Great action. And I'm just really attached to that love story that's happening. It's like the weird Romeo and Juliet story that's happening, and he has his heart broken even though he's the villain.
Oh, I love it. And listen, if I had to check a box, if there was a poll, I would give Imhotep. But since I want to promote Sofia Boutella more for her role that got hated on unnecessarily, I'm going to give her that. I'm going to give her the lead.
Perfect.
Are you going to ask me about Brendan Fraser or Tom Cruise? Because we don't even need to have that discussion.
No, I mean, I'm a Fraser head. That's not even close. I feel like they were trying to channel Brendan Fraser, to be 100% honest with you, which is weird. Just like one 90s star trying to channel another 90s star, and it just didn't work.
And then you have, Annabelle versus Eve? And that goes with Rachel Weisz all day. And then you have Benny or Sergeant Vale, played by
Chris.
Chris, played by Jake Johnson. It's going to Benny all day.
Yeah, there's really Sophia Boutella is the shining star of this vehicle.
She's good. And I liked hearing the commentary. It was interesting hearing everything she had to say about it. One bad thing about the commentary, I got to get this out there. Director Alex Kurtzman is eating during some of it. And you have to listen to him chew and talk with food in his mouth. I would never podcast or record with food in my mouth. I just couldn't do it. So I had to listen to him eat during the commentary, and that got very annoying for me. I just got to get that out there in the world.
You mean I shouldn't eat these bag of chips?
Oh man, yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm listening to a man chew right now.
I hate that. I hate it too. When I drink water during these podcasts, and I lean away from the mic. You could probably cut that part out, but I 100% do that because I don't want to get it caught on the mic.
So I was recording the other day, and I got really thirsty, and it was really hot in the room. I started slugging some water, and when I was editing the episode, I was like, wow, that's really loud. So I just want to you know what? I edited that out too. I'm good at editing, so you'll never hear me slurping water on the podcast, but I could never do it. I edited it out. I couldn't leave me munching on food during man. Sorry, I had to vent.
Okay.
Right.
I have 2 games we can play.
All right. So how about this? You want to take a quick break and then we come back? We'll do the games.
Yes.
All right, let's do that. So we'll take a quick break and we come back. We'll have these 2 games. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks, and I'm ready for these games, David. Let's do it. Hey, how's your mercury bath, by the way? You doing okay?
It's getting a little cold. I'm gonna have to heat it up a little bit, get some extra warm mercury in there, but I'm doing okay.
Sounds good. You're not looking like T1000, are you?
Not yet. I'm getting a little wrinkly though.
All right, what do you got for us?
I really love that bit. I wish I would have had something with a bath bomb, but I couldn't think of something on top of my head. I was like, God, I gotta get a bath bomb. I couldn't figure it out. Okay, so I have 2 games I want to play for this. I'm going to give you the option of which one to go first with. Option 1 is Tom Cruise Draft. I think it's always fun to do a Tom Cruise draft. And the second one is a game I've created specifically for this podcast, and it's called Tom Cruise or Tommy Wiseau. And I'm going to give you a movie and a character, and you tell me, would it be better with Tom Cruise or Tommy Wiseau?
All right, so let's do the Tom Cruise versus Tommy Wiseau, because if I pick against Cruise in it and pick Tommy Wiseau, then it will kind of look bad. But then if we do the draft, we'll just talk about how great he is in those movies.
Okay, that sounds great. Okay, so I have, I believe, 5 movies. So I'm going to give you a character and a movie. Okay, so number 1, Tom Cruise or Tommy Wiseau as Connor McLeod from Highlander.
Tommy Wiseau.
Okay, why?
All right, so as much as I love Tom Cruise in these movies, I enjoy him more in, I don't know, I don't see him pulling off the full Highlander pout, the Highlander life is miserable, the losing his love. I like him more in his Mission Impossible movies, his Magnolia. I think he's on fire in that. Jerry Maguire. I just don't like watching a pouty Tom Cruise. And when I think of the Highlander, I think of more sullen. And I want a sullen Tommy Wiseau.
That's good. I would be down to see a really bad Tommy Wiseau sword fight.
Oh yeah, exactly. And that's another reason. Hey, can let's see, Michael Madsen be the villain?
Yes, absolutely. Put whatever you want in it.
I love it. All right, cool.
Okay, so Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street, Tom Cruise or Tommy Wiseau?
Tom Cruise, because imagine that.
I can't, and it would be amazing.
Man, and here's what I think. Tom Cruise has a charm to him. And so for him to play this evil, pure evil, cruel person with that charm, he could do it. I see Tommy doing Freddy as more of a winky performance, and I don't want that from Freddy. Tom Cruise wouldn't make it winky, so I want Tom Cruise.
Yeah. I think the closest he came to a villain is Collateral, maybe?
And then Magnolia, maybe?
Yeah. I think that's an excellent choice. That's a really good one. That's what I would have leaned towards as well. Okay. Eddie Brock from the Venom movies.
Wow. Tom Cruise. I would love to... Listen, I think Tom Hardy's perfect casting. I love the movie Venom. I'm on record praising that film. I think Tom Cruise would have a good time talking to himself and letting loose and playing an evil version of him. And I could see him as a dogged reporter. I could see him pulling off the physicality. I would do that. Tommy would be... Oh, wow. Imagine Tommy Wiseau talking to himself.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Eddie. Oh, hey, Venom. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. I want Tom Cruise.
Okay. Right. I want Tommy Wiseau in that one, 100%.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Venom.
Okay. This one I think is also pretty hard, and I don't have an answer for it, but John Wick from John Wick.
Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, really? Well, do you think he has the physicality to do it?
No. All right, so Tom Cruise, I like him in Collateral. I love him in the Mission Impossible movies. I just don't want another one where he's just an immortal badass killing people. Because John Wick in these films, Keanu plays him so well. He's almost infallible. And I don't want that from Tom Cruise. I want more of a Ethan Hunt type role. Yeah. So that's why I'm picking Tommy Wiseau, just to see how insane that would be. Oh, hi, horse chase. Like just run.
Sorry, I'm laughing so hard, but oh, hi, horse.
Yeah. Oh, hi, villain. Oh, you kill my dog. I would love that. I'm the Baba Yaga. You know, like I thought you were retired. I'm working on it, Mark. I just oh, hi. You know, that's what I want. I want that role from him.
Okay, this is my last one. This is a question I can only ask you, Mark. Carter Blake from Deep Blue Sea.
Wow. I hate this question because that means Tom Jane, hypothetically in another world, wouldn't have played Carter Blake.
I can use the multi-world theory where they both exist simultaneously.
All right, so, man, Tom Cruise, oh, gosh, let's see. I don't want to see Tommy Wiseau ride a shark, and I don't want to see Tom Cruise ride a shark. Man, this is tough. So he's a former criminal. He's kind of sullen. Okay, I love Deep Blue Sea so much, I wouldn't want Tommy Wiseau in it, so I'm just going to say Tom Cruise.
I think that is an acceptable answer. I don't think that movie could handle Tommy Wiseau.
Wait, Cocktail era Tom Cruise as Carter Blake. I'm thinking of him now.
Yeah, that's fine. You can use Cocktail era.
Wow, that'd be good. Like kind of, was it like Cocksure and just, yeah, that's it. I want that. I want The Outsiders Tom Cruise as Carter Blake.
Well, Mark, that was Tom Cruise or Tommy Wiseau, a game I've been waiting weeks to play with you, and I loved it.
Yeah, we did some good. I think we got some gems out of this one.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Tommy Wiseau as the Highlander.
Oh, hi.
And as Eddie Brock.
Oh, hi, Highlander. Oh, man.
Okay.
There can be only one, Mark.
It's going to be me.
Oh, hi.
Catch this football. Sword.
I did not cut his head off. I did not. Oh, man, that sounds great.
Okay. The other game is Tom Cruise Draft.
Wow. All right. So we're just going to draft Tom Cruise movies?
Yeah. What are your, do you want to do 5? Do you want to do 3? What do you normally
we
do?
got to do 5. And then you go down to Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook, and you can vote on them.
Okay. I'm going to let you go first since I sprung this one on you.
Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, this is tough, dude.
It's really hard. He has some great movies.
Wow. You're killing me. I don't care. I'm going to lose on this one, but I'm going to say Edge of Tomorrow because I adore that movie. And I like how weaselly he is.
God, it's so good. It's really, really good.
He's such a weasel in it, and that's what I love. And he's so good. He has a soul to him, too. So I'm saying Edge of Tomorrow. It's not his best movie, but it's the one that I want.
Now, one of the things I think people forget about Tom Cruise is that he is a sci-fi actor. Yeah. He's done a ton of sci-fi movies.
He's a vampire. Yeah, he's a nerd. I like that about him.
I am going to do, very difficult here. I think the obvious choice is Top Gun, but I'm not going to go obvious. I'm going to go with Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, man, that was going to be mine.
It fits right with our episode.
Oh, and he's good in it, man. He has that menace. Perfect casting.
He was doing exceptionally really interesting things all the way up into Mission Impossible 3, and he had that couch jumping scene with Oprah, which I think was way overblown. And since then, he's basically just focused with the same couple core people and doesn't step outside his boundaries.
Yeah, he likes working with Doug Liman. He likes working with Macquarie. Macquarie has a writing script on this. So yeah, he keeps a bubble around him. Dude, the dude's just excited. He's a ball of emotion. He's jumping up and down. Yeah. I'm only talking about the public persona, but that blew up. Oh, that's a good pick, man. He's good in that movie. All right. So, all right. I'm going to go super stock here. I'm not even going to go popular, but I'm going to say Magnolia.
It's good. It's very good.
I mean, he's just amazing in that movie. And Paul Thomas Anderson cast him so well in that role of a very insecure man spouting a bunch of BS, but he's magnetic nonetheless.
All right. So I think I'm going to go with a Mission Impossible, but it's challenging to pick which one. This might be controversial, but I'm going to pick MI3.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
That's his best performance, I think, as
it is 100%. I rewatched all of those in the last, I would say, 3 weeks, and I love them to death. And I think that is by far his best performance. It's probably the best storyline. It doesn't have necessarily the best action set pieces, but it is altogether the best film.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's so good in it.
Yeah.
When Kerry Russell died, I thought she was awesome as that action hero for the 3 minutes she's in it. Then she gets wiped out. It's a good movie.
Yeah. So go out and watch it if you haven't seen it.
All right. Let's see. So then I gotta go. I'm up next. All right. This is good. Oh, geez Louise. You're killing me here. Let's see. I'm not saying Rock of Ages. All right. I know people love him in that role. I'm not going to take it. I want to go.
Tropical Thunder.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go for movies where he has to really act. And I'm going to say Rain Man.
Oh, I should have probably thought about that one being an Oscar person, but I didn't.
His chemistry. I know a lot of people don't know about Dustin Hoffman's performance anymore, but the chemistry that he has with him is wonderful. And it's a very good performance from Tom Cruise. So I'm doing that.
So part of that takes place in Cincinnati, and part of it was filmed at a restaurant called Pompulio's that was also in Airheads.
Hey.
I believe it was in Airheads, yeah. And I have been there a million times.
Airborne.
Yeah, the other movie we've done. Because it's like, where do you do in Cincinnati? You go to one of these places that's actually in Kentucky.
And you eat the Cincinnati chili.
Yeah, I love Cincinnati chili. Okay, that's a really good choice. It's a great pick. I'm going to lean into things I love because I think there are better movies in this, but I am a sci-fi fantasy nerd at heart, so I want to pick Minority Report.
Oh, yeah, I almost did that too because he's so good in it.
Absolutely.
I mean, what an excellent film. I love the scene where Colin Farrell punches his fist, does that to him when he's chasing him. Oh, I love that movie. All right, he's good. All right, so my fourth pick. Oh, geez Louise. I'm going to say, there's movies where he acts and I feel like he's acting, so I don't want to pick those. I'm going to go, you know what? I don't care. I'm saying Eyes Wide Shut, Kubrick movie.
Okay.
He did something different. I like the character he plays. I like what he had to go through to make that movie. I mean, he really put his career on hold for Eyes Wide Shut. And I appreciate that about him. So I'm going with that.
Again, back to my point, like he did really interesting work until everyone started hating on him and he shrank his bubble to action movies, to Mission Impossible movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think it would be remiss if we didn't pick Jerry Maguire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's also weighted. Like I put that in there and I'm like, yeah, I got a good chance of winning this.
I mean, it's good though. It
is very good.
And I did, so if you guys are bored, I wrote an article about Tom Cruise's running on Rotten Tomatoes in 2018, and I talked about, this is his first movie with Cameron Crowe, and he runs through an airport. In his next film, Vanilla Sky, he runs through an abandoned Times Square. So I love the progression of his running in Cameron Crowe movies.
Only you would know that.
He went big, man. No, but Jerry Maguire, dude, he's so good in that. Oh, jeez. And he let everyone else shine around him, which shows that he's a selfless actor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to go Born on the 4th of July.
Oh, very good. Very good. I actually haven't seen it, but I know about it.
I mean, he is excellent in it.
Okay.
So I guess there's problems for me when I see him in The Mummy. I like him a lot. I like what he does, but that's a Tom Cruise sleep in his, he could do that whenever. I liked it when he takes himself out of his bubble. And so I tried to pick those movies. And even Edge of Tomorrow, because he's so slimy in it. So I picked that.
Okay, so this is my number 5, my final one. This is very hard. I think the obvious choice is Top Gun, but I'm not going to do it. I like Top Gun, but again, I want to go with my heart, and I want to go with Vanilla Sky, which is a movie I really like.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so weird, and I can't believe it got made, and it's a remake. I know it's a remake, but like still, like it's awesome and strange. And I just, as a movie critic, I like things that are unique because I see so many things all the time that feel derivative of something else.
Oh, absolutely. And this movie's not delivered. I mean, like you said, it's a remake, but it's Tom Cruise went for it, man. I dug it.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I just spelled it out as Vanilla Sky. That's weird. Vanilla Sky. All right, so you have Interview with the Vampire, Mission Impossible 3, Minority Report, Jerry Maguire, and Vanilla Sky. I have Edge of Tomorrow, yes. Magnolia, Rain Man, Eyes Wide Shut, and Born on the 4th of July.
You have his serious roles.
I don't know, man. I went with my heart, and I'm going to lose, but I'd rather lose going with my heart than winning and just going for his blockbusters. And neither of us did that, and that makes me very happy.
Okay. All right. Now it's the real draft, right? Oh,
no, but I just want to get to one thing real quick. With one thing we really haven't tackled in this movie is the whole Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, yeah.
Are they the same as the crew from the 1999 Mummy, the one who protects that? They're not that. They just go after evil. So they have vampires. They have the creature from the Black Lagoon. They have the Book of the Dead from the Mummy. Also, my least favorite line in this movie happens when we learn that Jenny's been working for Hyde the entire time. And Jekyll says, all right, it's time for the autopsy. And Jenny goes, I thought you were going to study her. Jekyll goes, yeah, that's what an autopsy is. And
you wouldn't know that, but they were going to kill her.
Like, here's the thing. These two were planning on destroying the world. So I think Jekyll's crew, they're being, pragmatic, I guess?
Yes.
Like, hey, let's save billions by killing two. The ultimate evil. An ancient evil. So, but then they kind of made them seem like they're super villainous, but then she's working for them. And then we get this really weird scene of expository dialogue with Russell Crowe and Tom Cruise, where Russell Crowe does that thing, who are you? Well, I should ask, who are you? And I'm a doctor, I'm a neuroscientist, this is yada, yada, yada. Also, what's interesting on this set is Tom Cruise only likes to get filmed with one camera. So the director told this story. Because when you shoot with one camera, sorry if you know this already, David, when you shoot with one camera, you can control what's on that one camera. You can perfect that one camera shot on that person. You can make it well lit. Russell Crowe likes to do 3 cameras. So Russell Crowe got his way and they shot with 3 cameras. They didn't like the way it looked, so they went back and shot him with one camera.
That's very Russell Crowe.
Yeah, and I love that. And also one more thing. So during that body bag scene, after he survives without a scratch, he had Jake Johnson in the scene. Jake's like, I don't need to be in this. You don't see me. So Tom Cruise is like, get in a bag. And then they got in a bag, then Jake didn't zip it. And then Tom Cruise gets out of his bag, zips up his thing, goes, we go 100%. Gets back in his bag and zips it up.
I mean, that's amazing, right? Like, that's why you hire Tom Cruise.
Exactly. And that's what the art director said. If you don't mess with him, if you're straight with him, and you work with him, and you collaborate with him, he's there. That's why I've worked on so many sets, and I've seen directors who aren't there. But when you get James Cameron, who people hate, or like they say he's terrible to work with, but they're there. So even if I'm cussing up a storm and I'm hating life, at least I'm like, these guys are here with me. So I kind of appreciate that about them. So I had to talk about that. Also, the creepiest vision in this movie is in the beginning when that set god comes out and it's that creepy looking physical creation. And that was a guy named Javier who's 7 foot tall and he was in Mama.
Oh yeah. So I didn't realize it was an actual person. I thought it was CGI'd.
Yeah, and so that was cool. They put him in that. That's why it kind of bums me out, because you don't notice all the beautiful stuff that they built. Also, the office that Russell Crowe has, they recreated it from a set in Vertigo.
That's really cool too.
Yeah, which I love. And then there's also, I mean, you learn some pretty cool stuff. You learn that Alex Kurtzman was a production assistant on the movie Heat, which makes me really happy. And he just kind of talked about how he made 3 movies on this. When they wrote it, they shot it, they edited it. But no, it's cool. You just learn about when they ran through that, when they were doing the running through the Natural Museum thing, they brought in a motorcycle inside. There's cool stuff on the Blu-ray. If the Blu-ray's $5. So if you want to learn about this movie, go buy it and you'll learn some really cool stuff about it. Cause there is some neat stuff. And also the big thing on this movie, I just want to ask you, they said story is king. Do you think the story is king in this movie?
I think that there is a wisp of a story here. The story arc is getting, Tom Cruise's character, Nick, turning into a good man. I think that's a good story to tell. They don't hit all the beats. They don't have him question if what he's doing is bad.
Yeah, I like that. And so they kept saying story is king, but they had to edit out a lot too. I guess Annabelle Wallis had a 5-minute monologue how she does what she does because of her mom. And then they watched it and they're like, this is pointless because she has no motivation for herself.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
But there's neat tidbits if you can get over the eating for about the 15 minutes. But yeah, so I'm ready for our draft that we'll do, our pick.
Before we jump into that, I did want to talk about the inclusion of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in this. Because we glossed over that, and he's the leader of Prodigium, which I guess is a cool enough name.
Yeah.
It was a strange performance for me. Russell Crowe in general. I don't gravitate towards his movies, especially later day Russell Crowe. But it didn't quite fit. Like I don't know. It just felt like he was there to have a fight scene to build a much bigger world that would have been better without him.
Yeah, and then he goes all Cockney Hyde.
Oh yeah, that was dumb.
And I just think you can't build. I hate hindsight. There's so many websites that they could have done it better, but I really threw me off there that this man could not keep track of his shots. And they were that hard to inject in himself. It seems like a very bad process for him. And it just made him seem less successful in what he does. So, yeah. I don't know. It felt, I wasn't, I mean, it happened so quick and you're out of there, but I don't know if it was needed.
Well, I kept thinking like people with diabetes know how to do this. Why can't he figure it out? And then I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I was very, very much not into Russell Crowe, frankly.
It grinds down to a halt a little bit when he's in this movie.
Yeah, because it felt like there was just a fight scene to have a fight scene. And once again, Nick gets smacked around pretty easily.
And gets a weird rib thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it hurts so much when you're looking at it, though. Oh.
And then Jenny's trying to let him out, and the henchman's just yelling Jenny the entire time.
I haven't heard someone yell Jenny this much since Forrest Gump.
Yeah, oh, no, you're right. And at the end, he's going, Jenny, 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 oh, Jenny. I'm like, geez Louise. She's good, though.
Okay.
I like her. I like her a lot in this, though. And hey, wait, that leads us into our picks, right? Our draft.
It does. All right. Yeah.
So there's a scene in this movie where we find out that Jenny and Nick slept together in Baghdad. And when they slept together for either 2 hours or 15 minutes, I'm not sure, 15 seconds, I'm not sure how long, he stole a map from her. And I like the way she is, though. She's like, I don't care. I'm going to tell him anyway. You stole from me. I dug that part about her character, but she decks him in the face with the slap. And so you messaged me and said, hey, let's do a slap draft.
Yes, absolutely. And I would say there are more slaps than that in this film. Nick gets slapped constantly because it's not just like a normal slap like you see, but there's overhand slaps, underhand slapped, backhanded slaps. He's just wrecked through this movie. He's a slapping fool.
Yeah, he does get backhanded a lot too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. All right. So do you mind if I kick us off?
Go ahead.
All right. So in the movie Airplane. So during the research of this, I learned that people want to stop having women slap men in movies because it's a form of abuse. I read that. There's a bunch of articles about that. Like people are complaining about the When Harry Met Sally scene where she just slaps him in the face.
That's a good point that I didn't think about to this very moment.
I mean, yeah. I guess we don't have to tackle it, but if you type online like women slapping men in film, a lot of women have stopped writing that in their films because like that scene, everyone brings up When Harry Met Sally of him just getting decked because he's not understanding what she's saying. And I get the humor of it, but yeah, people are really against that now.
I picked mostly movies that are humorous, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why I did.
Airplane was on my list.
Because everyone just starts slapping the lady. And that's why I had to do it. Because it's just type in Airplane slap. And you'll get that because it's hilarious.
Okay, my number one choice is from a movie I have not seen. I know nothing about it other than I watched this clip online, and it's called Cruising. And I need to describe it to you because I believe it is Al Pacino, and he's being held captive by someone, and this door opens, and there is a very large, muscular black man in a cowboy hat and a jockstrap walks in and just starts smacking him. And you have no context, none at all. And I just thought it was hilarious.
That's funny. All right, I gotta type that in and watch it. Oh, so he just gets slapped around?
Yeah, I have no context because I haven't seen the film, but it is. I remember in the film he keeps going like, "Who is this guy?" And I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on, but I love it.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. All right, my second one is the baby powder pimp slap from How High by Mike Epps.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that.
So he walks into a room and he's talking to a guy, and this guy's not kind of telling him what he wants. So his partner puts baby powder in his hands, and then Mike Epps just slaps a dude in the face with a baby powder slap. And it's everywhere online when you type this in. People love the slap from How High. And I think Mike Epps is always funny. So I included a Mike Epps baby powder slap.
My number two is the Naked Gun from the first one. And that is when the main character catches the two hands and then a third hand slaps him, and it's great.
Oh, that's making it into the top 5. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. He catches both of them.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm gonna go. Oh man, this is tough. There's some iconic ones, and I have some extras that we probably won't use. But I guess I'll go with one of the most famous slaps ever, and this is in Heat of the Night.
Oh yeah.
When Sidney Poitier slaps the guy in Mississippi, when he won't back down, he gets slapped and he strikes back. I mean, that's like that, and probably what Night of the Living Dead in the '60s were the biggest slaps ever. So that or just most publicized at the time. So I gotta go with Sidney Poitier slapping the crap out of somebody in Heat of the Night.
That's an excellent one. So I'm gonna do one that is gonna be controversial, but I need to explain it. So I'm gonna pick The Lion King. It's specifically Simba's fight with Scar at the end.
Oh yeah.
Because they just keep smacking each other, and I'm picking it because lions can't punch; they can only smack. So it counts.
And that you just brought up a very painful memory. I had the Lion King video game on Sega Genesis, and I would make it to the final. I never knew how to defeat Scar, so I would just slap him around for 10 minutes, and I didn't know how to. He had no life bar, and what I found out is you have to go to the corner of a thing and flip him over your head, and I never learned that, so I would just hit him I would slap him for 10 minutes, and then I just quit, and I have to start the game over next time I played it. Never figured out how to do it. You just brought back painful childhood memories. But no, those are great. There's a ton of beautiful slaps there. Oh, I love it. Can my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, I have 3 beautiful options and I have 2 left, but I don't care. I'm going to say Robin Hood Men in Tights. When the Sheriff of Rottingham slaps Carrie Ells with a leather glove, and then Carrie Ells pulls a knight, like a suit of armor hand, and slaps the Sheriff of Rottingham with it.
So good.
And so I love that slap. That's a beautiful slap. So I'm gonna do that one.
Oh, I forgot all about that one. I'm really glad you mentioned it. Okay. My number 4 is from Army of Darkness.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
When Ash is laying on the ground and getting smacked by the skeleton hands. It's so comical.
Yeah. All right. That's beautiful. That's going to go too. You're on fire with this one. All right. So my next one, I have Kurt Russell slapping Billy Bob in Tombstone, but that's too serious. Like, that's great. It's a classic. It's in every list. But I'm going to say Mark Strong in a movie called Rock and Rolla, because I just recently watched it. Where he has a henchman smack a guy, but it's not a good enough smack. He's like, you're not a boss. You don't have the boss smack. So then Mark Strong in his beautiful deep voice gets up and just shows how to proper smack somebody. And it's just a total boss move by an actor I love. So I'm going to say Mark Strong proper slapping somebody in Rock and Rolla.
Yeah, the question is, will there ever be a Rock and Rolla 2?
I would love it. Tom Hardy's in there, Jerry Butler, Idris Elba. Like, there's a great cast.
Yeah, I've seen Rock and Rolla, and I don't remember much of it.
Toby Kebbell's in it. I like it.
All right. My number 5 is, again, more of a humorous one. And I don't think this is like one of the best slaps, but when I was doing my research for this draft, it's one that I chuckled at more than I think I should have. And that is from Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yes.
It's when Jack gets slapped, I believe, twice, and then he turns around and smacks the person behind him. And I think that is really funny.
Zoe Saldana, right, is the one who smacks him?
I believe so. It's two women. He gets smacked, and then he spins around and smacks one of the dumb henchmen.
Yeah, I love that smack. And he gets a good one from Zoe on the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You got some funny... All right, so we have 10 total, and we're going to keep 5. I suggest that we keep Naked Gun and Army of Darkness.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. I also think that Airplane is critical. Yeah. I know it has 2 of the same actors, but I think it's critical.
All right, perfect. So we have Airplane, we have Naked Gun, and Army of Darkness.
Yeah. I love your Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, yeah. That's a keeper for me. So now we need one more. We have Robin Hood Men in Tights, Airplane. We went the comedic route. I like that. Naked Gun and Army of Darkness. So we have Pirates of the Caribbean, Lion King, Cruising, Rock and Rolla, How High, and In the Heat of the Night.
It feels like maybe How High.
Yeah. Because, I mean, in all these things, there's some good slaps, but no one puts baby powder on their hands and then slaps somebody.
Yeah, and they're all humorous. You know, like I think I really think that the pinnacle of slapping is probably In the Heat of the Night.
Yeah.
I mean, you could maybe Bobby Dearest, but In the Heat of the Night is probably the most pinnacle one. I'm more interested in humor at this point. I don't want to go down like the very serious route.
I mean, if you think about it, 67 had In the Heat of the Night, and 68 had in Night of the Living Dead when Ben slaps Barbara.
Yeah.
Those are epic. Yeah. Those are huge. Those are slaps heard around the world. But I like our comedy one because they're funny.
Yeah. I think a big one we also missed, but I don't think we want to put in there is Moonstruck.
Oh, yeah, with Cher popping him.
Yeah, and also Toy Story when Woody smacks Buzz with his own hand.
Stop slapping yourself. And also Pootie Tang has a great slap where Pootie slaps a guy.
I haven't seen Pootie Tang, so I do not know.
There's a gif I love where Chris Rock is with this guy, and Chris Rock will be like, "It's hot out." And then this guy goes, "Yeah, it's hot too." He just repeats everything that Chris Rock says, and it's amazing. It makes me so happy. Oh, man. So we have Robin Hood, Men in Tights, Airplane, How High, Naked Gun, and Army of Darkness.
Yeah, perfect. Those are all great.
Oh, this was a lot of fun. Well, hey, man, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Well, the one thing I have to bring up is, which remake are we going to do next? Dracula Untold or Van Helsing?
Can we do Dracula Untold?
Yes, we absolutely can. I know that we're putting off Van Helsing. We're going to get to it, and we're going to make it fun because this is not about hating the movie. It's about finding the great things about it. Let's do Dracula Untold.
There's so many great things about Van Helsing. It's because it's the most one of the most insane films I've ever watched in my life.
Frankenstein walked up a wall.
There's a scene, so when you watch it again, there's a fight scene where Kate Beckinsale is just running around in the background, and there's really no reason to it, and I love it so much. It makes me so happy.
That movie got matrixed.
Oh, yeah.
So hard.
All right, so we're Dracula Untolding it next.
Yes.
Oh, that makes me really happy. All right, man, well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for David Cross, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.